SEO performance report from Charlene, and she has said that she has found about 5,000 odd issues with the website. But I'm thinking maybe you are working on the new website, so we'll get an update on your side of things for the crossover to GHL and the website upgrade. But we just want to make sure we have a line in our meeting agenda to say these issues that are being identified by Charlene here are being passed on to you.
Yeah, sure. Because
And what
we're
are
working
these?
on the
Yeah,
we are working on the website migration, right? So
yeah, yeah.
obviously whatever we have working on WordPress would more likely have those issues for sure. So
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So they all align well with what you're seeing and what Charlene is seeing. Is that correct?
yeah.
All right, go ahead, Charlene.
Yeah. So for last meeting also we discussed that you suggested to for me to look into Search Atlas for our lead generation.
Mm.
And I found that Search Atlas it does lead generation, but unlike Search Atlas unlike Apollo, which we use with my past client, um, Search Atlas is an inbound lead generation. Like it helps your website find keywords. I mean, through your SEO and content marketing, that's where you do your lead generation and Search Atlas. Unlike in Apollo, where it finds businesses for you, it finds verified emails for you. So they're very different in terms of what they do in lead generation. So maybe you want me to try Apollo first. Like they have a free account. We could do that first. And then their basic account is like $59. But I am not sure how many email addresses we can find with that basic plan. So I'll send you a report, perhaps.
Okay, yeah, have a chat with Fennel, see how give me a short snippet on what it does, how is it useful, and how can we justify this cost, in terms of what is the future projection of this software in terms of revenue. So if you think that it is going, or number of leads, if you think it is going to translate into that, then yes, I'll be able to take it forward. And by Friday, if you can give me some idea, that'd be great.
Okay. And so I looked also into the campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last I checked, I'm seeing like landing page, landing page views and one timely conversion.
Yeah, so landing page views again is not a measurable uh, indicator for us. We definitely want more conversion data into timely.
Yeah.
That's what we really
Um,
want to see.
yes, because it doesn't have enough um conversion data yet to show. Like for example, here we only have one timely conversion as of this moment. So I assume here because it's showing us landing page views, there are no timely conversions yet. However, um, it takes a while, like 3 days, for it to actually crawl our target audience. So I suggest we give it some time. But right now, like there are no obvious issues for me, like no broken tracking or something. It's showing. Am I correct, Renel?
Yeah, and also what will happen was eventually as these campaigns are learning, and this is actually happening end of day today, is now that we have some insights that coming in, we actually have two conversions on we have set another goal, another behavioral tracker on how our landing pages are performing.
Mm.
And from what I'm seeing, we also have a conversion. There's actually an actual booking link interaction within our Pico laser landing pages. I'm gonna show you guys how how we have a synergy in terms of tracking both on
Okay.
our Meta and then also on our metric system.
Okay.
Not only we kind of, I, I'm just curious on our timely um, conversion tracking. So
Mm.
that's the one we're using for these existing campaigns. How does it work in terms of our tracking?
Okay,
Like,
so right now what you're seeing, the Meta is telling you you've got, say, 312 odd booking, 412 bookings. Is that right? Or we have more? If you look at the total timely conversion, and that'll be a good way to assess this. So
yeah,
this month, I'm seeing 292. This is for this month, but it could be that the patient has booked for next month. But within 20 to 30, we do see the numbers align if I just look at this month timely conversions in Meta. So I can see about 292 bookings made through these Meta campaigns in Meta. But if you add what you have there, can you just show me those numbers there? We've got
Yes, this
307
one.
plus
307
108.
and 108. So
And
that's
there's more as well.
415. Mhm.
And for three.
Three. This one?
So would you say 418 in total?
Yes, 418.
I'm thinking that is more of a reliable number, but I don't know where these landing pages are going. So are you having a tracker? You said you show us later, Fresnel, to relate those
yes,
landing page views. Okay. Because I
sure.
am seeing bookings come in through another channel. I can count bookings that are coming in. So that is another way for me to show you if my numbers are meeting your numbers. If we look at a day-to-day assessment.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, so, did you, were you the one set up the timely conversion
it
tracking?
was the previous web developer who set it up.
Okay, perfect. Now, I'm just curious, what does it actually track?
It tracks that thank you page once the patient has clicked on the link that we have provided to them from the landing
Okay,
page. If they head to that thank you page, then that gives us a trigger to say that this is now a booking made into the system, and that is that timely conversion that we are seeing. But if you have a
okay.
better system and a better metric, it seems to me that it is a bit more cheaper for us because the landing page views are not generating that level of, per conversion.
Yeah, I'm just curious on what it actually tracks because if it's on a thank you page, what usually happens was, let's say for example, we have a Pico landing page. Um, we embedded the booking widget into that landing page, and
Yes.
obviously, whatever they do on the booking, um,
Yeah.
they do it on the widget. So the
Yes.
performance or like the behavior within the widget is untrackable
Um,
towards Meta. So they couldn't track if a button clicked on within that widget because obviously that widget is not part of the native system of the page. So
Would you like me to
after
stop sharing so you can share your screen instead? I'll stop sharing.
after a user is actually kind of done the booking within the widget, and then more likely it would ask him or her to kind of do the payment. What will happen after that stage, and where is the part where we track the thank you page there? Because I think the last step would be making the payment, right,
yeah.
on the widget.
Yeah. So independent to that thank you page, I also get another alert to say these many patients have booked for that day. So the 28th of June, if I look at it, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 13 bookings on the 28th of June. Is that what your tracker is saying as well? And this is independent of the thank you page because we get an email as soon as someone has made a booking with a payment. So usually the free bookings won't show here, the free
Yeah,
consultations. But how many
yeah,
people are booking free consults? You know what I mean? Not many. So
for
we
sure.
can rely on this apart from the metric in Meta that is tracking that thank you page. But that is a good point. If your method is saying it is 13 bookings on that day, the 28th of June, and that is relying plus or minus say 5 +5, I would say, because you can only have more of the free bookings, then we'll be able to say there is some meaningful outcome from that particular, tracking method, because this is it,
Yeah. So
because
is that
this,
thank you page um a thank you page within LLC Cosmetics or a thank you page of the Timely
that is
after
within the
making payment?
GHL or WordPress, wherever that thank you page goes. I think it's WordPress,
Oh,
but it
okay.
could be in GHL.
And like, were they kind of designed to redirect them to that page right after making payment?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I think I have to check on that. Yeah, for sure. But if that metric is working so far for us, then I think let's use that for now so that
Okay.
we don't have to. But yeah.
Yeah. So when they head to
And
that
after
thank you
all,
page, we'll get. So this is an
yeah, for
independent,
sure.
what I'm showing you here. This is more independent. This is when Timely will send me a message to say, hey, a new payment has been received. So we have, like I said, 13 new payments from that particular day. So we relate that to a report from your end. And if that makes sense, then we can say, okay, yes, that is, what has happened. Now with the Timely's reports, I don't get a report to say, how many new bookings have happened from last night, because they only talk to me about new bookings within a certain time period, but the patient may have booked in the future, but that doesn't count for this month. That counts for the next month or the month after. So this is what I
Gotcha.
showed you. The email method is the only way we can track the timely conversion, which hopefully we can track with the actual cost per lead.
Got it. Yeah, I think there's two kind of options there because obviously Get Timely has that data. It
Yeah,
will be either we reach out to them and like please give us this data that we need like for a certain time period. If we want to filter it like daily, can we get a number of bookings including free consultation number? We could also do that.
yeah,
Or the other option would be getting that like maintaining that tracking for now, which is the timely conversion,
yeah,
while we move forward with um, the booking button, booking link tracking, or like a behavioral tracking, where after a user would click on the book now, that would be counted as and after they submitted, that would be counted as a submission.
yeah, that's correct.
Um, and we could kind of mirror that because obviously that button submission number would be higher than the actual booking rate. Then we could, as you have now, we could just easily compare what will be the booking attempts and then versus the actual booked
Yeah.
appointment.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And do you have metrics? So Charlene, you finished your reporting for us. If you're finished, we can move on to Frenel and then we move on to
Yes,
William.
ma'am. That's all I have.
Okay, no problem. So in terms of tracking there, Frenel, we still don't have an idea because, that go high level updates every first or second day of the month to show us how all the SEO efforts are directly linking. Now, Charlene, if you can go high level for me and share your screen, the metric we want to see at the start of the month will be the one in Google My Business. So you've got to feed the right keywords in there, and Frontal will be able to help you if you need that. We will be able to see how are our locations performing and how are the keywords actually performing for those locations. Do you know where they are?
Um, I'm not really sure about
Yes.
that,
Frenel,
but
can you please share your screen with Search Atlas and the Google My page, please? Google My
Okay.
Business, sorry. And we can give this role to Charlene in terms of tracking them and making sure all the blogs that you are posting are directly increasing the rankings of the search indices for those locations. So we have the 4 locations. Mid next year to late next year, we will be looking at putting a new clinic. And for that, we'll have a lot of work to be done before. But for now, we do need to stabilize. Biggest pain point is the Gold Coast clinic. which is still low in booking numbers. I think the last time I checked, Gold Coast this month, I'll share my results with you guys in a screenshot here. This is this month that I have got this shared there. So Timely obviously is not showing that we have new bookings. It's not reflecting the same numbers as the thank you page because it's not all done on this month. But if you look at last month, this is May. So May, we were having some really low numbers for the Gold Coast. So we had only about 111 Southport bookings and 77 Robina bookings. This month we have 121 Southport and 74. So they are still in the same ballpark. The booking numbers are definitely not increasing as they should. So we definitely want to make sure that our Gold Coast campaigns can generate more outcomes based on how well we send those results. Sorry, Freddo, were you sharing your screen? What was going on?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me share. Share
Well,
screen. All right, can you guys see my screen?
yep.
Yeah.
And these are our Google business profiles
Yeah.
on GBP projects local.
Yeah. So make sure,
So in
Charlene, you are
here,
paying attention here. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So in here we can see all of our listings that are active, and then all the data within optimization within here we could check, and then all the to-dos in here we could optimize or edit. So this is within living within their local, and then per Google listings.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So there, Robina, you can see that Pico is not ranking at all. Laser hair removal is somewhat okay, but HIFU and Pico, and we also need CO2 resurfacing, those keywords to rank for Robina. So your posts really need to be talking about those things. I know there are some AI reviewed posts. I will let you and Fennel discuss based on how many credits they take, if you can use that or we generate the way you are generating at the moment and not use up the credits that may be useful in the long run for Search Atlas. Now, can I ask a simple question? Is Search Atlas working for you guys as a team?
For me, yes, in terms of currently we're doing the audits, and then we will be moving forward with GHL.
Yeah.
So obviously what we want to do, the idea would be as we move forward with GHL with our all of our ad pages and then also our native pages. Um, we seamlessly do the optimization within that connection, which is GHL and Search Atlas. But we will be observing how does it help us in terms of the rankings, and also like what other capabilities are we missing that we could utilize another pathway in terms of tool that we can use to improve more on our organic searches. But more likely it will be, yeah, producing those blog contents as aggressively as possible, and also utilizing our the relevancies on the posts that we do on the Google native business profile itself.
Okay, so tracking this is much more easier in Search Atlas compared to any other platform that we have access to. All right, no problems. We keep this subscription going, but okay, I'll let you continue, and then we can move on to the next parts of the discussion. Firstly, just understanding how to use this and how to relate back. So is that quite clear there, Charlene, how you can access, how you can look at those keywords that are missing, making sure the updates happen on the first of the month, so you're always keeping tabs on those keywords, and have a chat with Fresnel separately to get a bit of an idea how to optimize it best. And you can also book in time with Go High Level for any training at any time. That's all free, and it's important for you to make sure you contact them as much as possible in Search Atlas to learn all the new options available there.
Got it. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Fresnel, there you were going to show us your data on how the new ads are linking to whatever indices that you're using.
All right. So let me show you guys this tracking metric that we do so far. And then what would be the idea moving forward as we track all of our marketing efforts. So if we, let me share this screen. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we basically have in here 5 assets that we have. We have, this is for tracking. So this is the main WordPress website that we got right now. And then this is GH funnel for Pico, HIFU, CO2, and then quiz. So essentially, what we want to do is first to make sure we have a 360 view of whatever we got on that specific pages level, and then be able to have a fully custom tracking conversion that would work for us. And then at the same time, be able to see the insight in terms of what if a user would land onto the page itself, what do they actually do? Where did they come from? And from what campaign? And then also from what device? And then what is the interaction that leads them towards booking? So those were the questions, and then we want to have the analytics to answer that, right? So
Yeah.
If we click on this one, which is the Pico one, so we can filter the data that's coming in by traffic source. So how many sessions we got in a certain period of time, and then also how long they typically stay within the website, and how deep do they kind of, obviously we only have standalone pages, so it will be just one, but how long they stayed on the site, how did they interact, what is the comparison with the new users versus returning users. And then also we track them using UTM parameters. So on the reports, you can see here, 1 second. Let's say for the goals. So just an overview in here. So for the first week since we ran the campaign, let's filter it towards June 18th. So just for Pico alone, we got 177 sessions, 163. And the average time on site was 15 seconds. So that's what we have on our insights. Now, considering on the goals that we set, when we have the conversion, what I did so far is the actual attempt to book an appointment. So this is an attempt to book an appointment. I set it such that if users would actually attempt to do the actual appointment, so this will be updated once we will be able to get in touch with Get Timely, because obviously, I think what we would want to get moving forward is after they made the payment, um,
Mm.
we want to have that confirmation transaction from Get Timely itself, the link where they redirect the client after making payment. I think it would be a more kind of reliable um, page or tracking metric that we could get for the number, the actual number itself. But right now, this is based on the actual behavior that they've done. So if they click on the actual booking button instead, that will be counted as a metric as well, where they have to fill in the information on that booking widget.
Okay. Okay. Because
And
yeah.
mhm.
Because yeah, you know how to get in touch with Timely to do that? You
On their
just go to
support, yeah,
yeah, yeah. You just
yeah.
book in a time with them, and they will be able to get you through. They even have emails they can talk you through. However, there was a setting that I wanted to clear with you. Maybe I'll just quickly share my screen while you're on it, so I just don't forget. So this
Okay.
is Google Analytics that we were currently using to give some kind of an information. This is that custom thank you page where it's set up under setup analytics tools. I don't know if it's useful for you. Um, to set a tracker in the way you can, whether, so that we get that thank you page, which then sends the email to me to say, hey, um, this booking has been done and a payment has been taken. That sort of confirmation comes through here. But I think they are very limited with how they have those tags and how you can get through to them. Does this help you at all?
Yeah, I think it would be really helpful for this one, but I just want to confirm. So the flow.
Yeah,
So the flow would be if a user would obviously what we do on our landing pages that's been working so far
yeah,
is we embedded the widget on
yeah,
the landing page.
yeah,
Now users would click on the book and then they obviously interact not with the native landing page but on the widget. Now, on the widget, they would fill it out, they would make the payment, and then is it designed that after they make the payment, does Get Timely automatically redirect them towards this thank you page? Is that what we have on the flow so
yes.
far?
So that's what we have. I can confirm that with you now. And William, if you can
Okay.
just refund it for me. So basically, I'll just make a booking in
Sure.
here. Add appointment for, oh, do we do it via the page you have?
Yeah. Can we do
Let's
it
do it
with the
via,
landing page? Yeah.
yeah. So I will just do it from the landing page. So, and if you could, Fennel, this is for William, please send him the quiz. Take a quiz somewhere here. If you could embed it, take a quiz. So, and then William can just tell all the staff to use the quiz for consultation. That will just make things a lot faster and help improve our sales as well. So let's book a free assessment. Oh, no. This landing page is still the old landing page.
Yeah, but we can still use this because it's using the widget. So
Yeah,
it will be
so
still
this is
fine.
still
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just book free consultation. No preference. Okay, this is not a payment, but it's a free consultation. So I'll look at both scenarios. Just look 5:45, and I'll continue with Google. Okay, so now I was in the widget. Now I'm directed to a page, out of page.
Hmm.
And then I've got all my details there. I'm just going to go book. I just have to agree and go book. And see you soon, Diana. And then it sends me to the thank you page. But I don't get an email to say Diana has made a booking. You see what I mean? Because this is a free
Yeah.
consultation. But now
Yeah.
I'll do another scenario where we go and actually make a booking again. This is free consultation. So customers are limited here. They can only book a free consultation. No, they can book HIFU as well. So let me book the $29.90 HIFU for today or tomorrow. Today, no availabilities. Okay, tomorrow 3 p.m. William, I'm just going to book that if you can cancel
Yeah,
that
I'll
for
cancel
me.
both.
Yep. So I agree. And now it's, I think, taking me to a page, which is out of page here. Again, it's going to
Okay.
take $30 from me. Okay. And now
Mhm.
it's finalized the payment. It said, hey, you've got your booking now. Thank you. Now you see,
Okay.
now I will get
Yeah.
an email to say, hey, a booking has been made by Diana.
Yeah. So obviously, based on that interaction, this is something that is already designed within the backend of Get Timely
Yeah,
because
that
it
is this
already
thing.
redirects to the thank you. So yeah, so that one is a more reliable tracking metric. It's just that we don't have that number for now because of some of the free consultations won't count. And then we also have that, also don't have that report, right? That number as a
Yeah.
report
Yeah, so
for
the
sure.
report I showed you is just this. So
Yeah.
to the third, this month. This is the total new bookings that were made. Now, what does timely define as new booking? We don't know. Is it a new customer? Is it a customer making a new booking?
I thought it was if there's a new information change on it, it considers it a new booking.
Yeah, that is something I don't know. If it is a new booking, as in I'm an existing customer, I made the HIFU booking. Is that a new booking or is that an existing booking? Does it come here or does it come here? You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. But this is the
Yeah, and
total.
usually, and usually if a client also have, what I noticed is if a client also have like more than one treatment, it looks like it added up at as an appointment somehow. So
Yeah, an appointment with no because if they made a package, then we don't charge them. It's not a new booking. If there's no payment taken,
okay,
that's not a new booking because that patient is already expensed. We can't count that patient anymore because our metric is new clients. Because retention is only between 50 and 60%. And we work
Yeah,
towards 90%.
the new bookings is that means it's a completely new customer. So they
Right.
have their own profile. In Timely, it'll actually tell you on the calendar, the little icon for new.
Yeah.
That means they have never made a booking. So
Okay.
even I've had customers where they just change their phone numbers or they'll change their names, and then Timely will still count that as a new person. So it'll say
Okay.
new booking.
Okay. So a new
okay,
booking is a new patient, a patient who's never been with us before. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So these are existing bookings. If they've made prepaid these we can't count because we already counted them in our previous new bookings, correct? So we are trying to go to new customers to make them make new bookings. A retention pathway is different. That is our, total number of bookings we are getting through email marketing and trying to bring the patient back in. That's a different pathway. But this is the number we track for new bookings. That is our metric.
okay. So assuming we will be able to connect with Get Timely support and they have all the numbers with them on the back end, what do
Yeah.
we want to get from them?
We want to get for tracking, we need new customers and total bookings. New customers definitely need to sit above the 500 mark, or a customer making a new booking, like it can be anything. But if we are not hitting that, that's what we've been tracking for the last 5 years. We track new bookings. If our new patients are in the 500s, that's when we see our revenue targets, because retention is a patient visiting the clinic up to 5 to 6 times and no more than that. So we've already taken them into a package the first time they come in, and we've already tried to make an average sale of $200 to $300 from them. but new customers are where the revenue comes in from. So we want to track the new, if that is what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop sharing.
Yeah, I'm making a note of it so that when I reach out, we
Yeah.
have those numbers ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Option.
Okay, guys, I have to rush. What is our plan for today in terms of, our ads, our, new content calendar? Are we still following it? Do we have enough material there? Also, I want to understand if we have a good plan in place for our next month's strategy, which we have already started to implement.
Just with the content sort of side of thing, at the moment, Charlene and I are, we're pretty much on track. So we're pushing out one a day, at least content. The videos for this week, I probably I'll get you or one of the staff members to help me out. So if you're not free, that's fine. I'll just follow the content calendar anyways.
Yeah.
In terms of the metrics, I'll just quickly show you because you have to go.
Yeah.
So keeping a long story short, so the last month, I'm noticing that the content was a little bit higher, but it was a little bit higher in the past couple of posts that we did. So they're around the 400, 500, which in my opinion is low, in terms of what we used to achieve. But it is getting a little bit better. However, in the previous couple of posts, it has increased in interactions a little bit better than last month's. Before we're doing zeros and ones, but now this one is in getting a lot more interactions. So I'm going to continue editing like I did with this Pico laser. So I want to see how that goes. But the views are more or less very similar to last month's, but the interaction is a little bit higher.
Yeah, these are not metrics we can even report on. We need a lot better results. This week and next week, I'm very busy. Can you tag yourself with one of the staff members there, please?
Yeah, that's fine.
And
I can
have
sort that
actual
out.
content, not just fluff content, real content there. Even if it's funny, you make someone walk out of the room and give information about them. They're a Virgo, they like coffee, this sort of stuff, and with great music in the background. That's also content. But make sure you do have something educational to go as a different content there. Fun stuff is good, but I think our interactions are definitely low. Our followers are low. I noticed people unfollowed us. So it's kind of we're not getting good content there. Charlene and William, I really need you guys to get together and have a chat as to how we can improve these metrics here.
Yep. I'll have a chat with Charlene.
Okay. So Frenel, was it everything that you had to discuss? Do you have a plan for the next 2 weeks? What is your update on website migration and the new website, please?
Yeah, so currently what we have completed so far is obviously the landing pages that we need to make sure we have advertising going and lead generation is happening. And on the back end right now, the target would be first, I think I will be connecting with Get Timely to get these numbers that we need so that our conversion tracking will be a more accurate one. I will let's still keep using that thank you page because that's what's already kind of been set and it's a more proven metric. So we will be adjusting and updating as well. Now that we have a learned data on our new ads, we will be updating that into um, a more trackable setup within our Get Timely tracking metric conversion so far. And then let's utilize the analytics of Google because that's what's already linked on the Get Timely. So we will be creating a funnel report there. So it's just almost the same as what I've shown you guys, but it will be how many users we've got, and then how many booking attempts made, and then how many of that actually made the booking within the thank you page, so
Okay.
that we could have that number on
That
the Google.
those numbers and we can optimize.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And
When
when
we
is it?
do
Sorry,
Sorry.
you go.
Yeah, and then for this week, we will be migrating all of the primary pages that we have on our website. So since it's already tied in within certain systems that we're already tracking, I'm still figuring out because I'm more inclined towards building the website within the GHL native itself. But it could also be a good thing since we have the conversion tracking already with us. So there should be some updates coming in within today or tomorrow on where do we want to go, because obviously if Get Timely would be able to give us the numbers that we actually need, we'd rather move everything up towards GHL. But if there are some tracking that's kind of more likely would work if we stay with WordPress, then we will be doing all updates just within the actual WordPress website that we have right now, and update everything from there.
I think there is value in moving to Go High Level as a system, as all websites, because we've been trying to do that for the last year and very unsuccessful in doing so. Is there an issue to create a GH4 in sort of a tracking in the new Go High Level, I guess, domain? Is there an issue with that, or do you think that it is just better to have that tracking in WordPress itself and update WordPress? Because we are doubling up on the cost of the running the website. And also I feel like we definitely need to upgrade the website based on what you showed us on the earlier weeks we were starting. But I think if you have a better funneling strategy in Go High Level, think about, if there is more pros to Go High Level and have it tracked there.
Yeah, so obviously our website is already within Go High Level, right?
Okay.
Because we're already hosting it with Go High Level. But the difference was we are still WordPress instead of using the native Google Go High Level website system.
Okay.
So we're not using the Go High Level website builder. We're using WordPress. So that's the only difference. But it's still hosted within GHL. So we're still within the GHL ecosystem.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it is within the Go High Level system and there's not much meaning, and we still pay, and where is it hosted? Is it still being hosted by HostGator or HostGator or Go High Level?
That I have to check because we moved the WordPress, but based on the setup right now, we're still hosting it on HostGator, sorry, rather.
Yeah.
So we're still within HostGator. And then whatever we've done right now on our landing pages, we have it on GHL. So it's hosted in GHL. So whatever we got on our advertising assets so far that we're using to drive traffic and book appointments, we have that on GHL, the new ones. But the ones that we have already set up the campaign, then we set up the tracking conversions, those ones are living within the WordPress system.
Hosting, okay. So we want to move to Go High Level. We don't want to have these additional, because Daintree as well have complained that if they have moved to Go High Level, why are they paying hosting charges here? Because they're paying hosting charges to Go High Level and they're paying hosting charges to this. So we want to cut down on these extra costs. So on our list, we want to assess HostGator, I guess WordPress we are continuing to use. We're also paying for the SEO Elementor, is that right? We're also paying for that. We just want to understand, is it worthwhile continuing for these extra expenses? And Cody AI, we still want to understand if Cody AI is being used. I've also noted a care email being used to send emails to patients, just making it aligned to our knowledge base in Go High Level, very important. And just, just these things, we just need to know how to cut costs here as much as possible, because we are not looking at employing anybody else. We're going to be redistributing back into the current team, and increasing their responsibilities here. So we just want to make sure that we are on point with the cost cutting side of things, because Cody AI is still sending us invoices, it's still charging us. So end of this week, I want to know which ones to get rid of and which ones to absorb within the Go High Level. If we can do that, Fennel.
Well, Cody
Sure.
AI is just
Yeah.
on the website, is that right? Nothing else is being
Yes.
used for Cody AI.
Nothing else is using Cody AI. It's just our support button for
Okay.
offline
Is
questions.
there I don't know, Frenel, is there any other suggestion that you could use for them to contact us in the contact us page? Like, can we embed a messenger, Facebook Meta Messenger in there or something like that?
We can. So if a user would, we could definitely embed the Facebook Messenger on the website, and that would kind of redirect them to do the messaging. So if that's the flow that we want to kind of have clients to message us on Facebook, then we could do that. But if the goal is to kind of be able to have them book, then we could stay within the current flow, which is have them book first and then we handle the rest after they book. So
Okay.
but definitely seeing what we have on the back end operation side, I think everything, almost 70% of the activities were within GHL. So yeah, I think we'd rather move in GHL than be able to let go with HostGator, WordPress, and a lot of other tools as well, because we could let that go. Obviously, GHL is going to be kind of more of like a um it will have almost everything we need in the next 2 to 3 years. It's just that we just need to keep up our pace and also take those trainings and updates that they have on their systems, so that we also know where to find certain things that we want to use as a tool. But I think if we just utilize what we have on GHL, we won't need any other stuff that we might be paying so far.
Okay. That's a good idea. Okay, so let's make that call by this Friday and just close these matters. What about the updates to the website there? Do we have any updates there? The upgrades to the website that you're working on? Is that working on, were you working on Go High Level to make those updates?
Yeah, so you guys will be receiving an update by end of day today in
Okay,
terms
great.
of, because what happened was we just completed everything on an advertising lead gen side, but today will be the start of how we kind of update certain things within WordPress while we were building something meaningful within the GHL backend. So
Okay,
I'll keep you
great.
guys posted. Yeah.
That's good. This is good timing. Just before that financial year starts, 1st of July, we do need our websites updated. We want to see better results out of this, the navigation on the current website, which we all know is not the best. And same to apply with Daintree. Let's put a roadmap out there for Daintree as well to improve its metrics, reach to customers, and things like, getting to the right clientele. Charlene, how did you did give me an update on Apollo, is that right? You'll give us an update for Apollo and Daintree, as in how many emails can you gather for the right target market for those industries we discussed. So by end of this week, if you can cut costs in these additional double ups that we are doing, we can divert that cost to Apollo to get those results out there for us.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Talk with William to improve our content plans, as we've already talked about earlier.
All right, keep updating me, guys. Is there anything else you guys need me for?
Nothing from my end.
Okay, so
But
William, you're
if
clear.
you,
I won't be available this week and next week. Please, and it's good
yeah,
for you to get another, get not Charlene, sorry, get Sophie, get, Tanya, and get
yeah,
Pooja, get all of these others. It'll make
I'll
more
do a
noise.
mix.
Yeah, get a
I'll
mix,
do a
okay?
mix.
And don't just post those scroll past things. We need more people talking, more fun stuff, more fun activities.
When you
And
mean what did you mean? No more of the,
don't get those carousel type ones. Only have one a week of them.
the carousels.
Okay, the
Yeah.
carousel is good,
I think, yeah, I
but
think
yeah,
we're just doing a mix of everything, but hopefully at least 3 educational videos we're trying to push out.
yeah, a week.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, no worries, guys. Please get in touch if you need me for anything at all. But I think we've got a good plan going. We got a good plan for our websites. We've got a good plan for our, updates on, get our keywords out there. We can see that the keywords are not really ranking very well. Our inorganic posts and decision making on where do we go and track better for all of our metrics. Is that correct? You guys are good?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
All right.
we will.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. If
Thank
you have any
you.
questions, just get in touch and I'll leave you guys here. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Charlene. Thanks, Renal. Thanks, Diana.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Focus on. I'll talk to you soon, Charlene. Okay.